Hello everyone, we are super excited to be with you on today. I'm here with my gorgeous wife, and we're going to be talking about how to cheat-proof your relationship. I believe being faithful in a relationship, in a marriage, is very, very, very important for the relationship's success. So my wife is going to be talking about the first point, which we have 5 for you.
All right, guys. Hey, let's go right in. So number 1 is honesty. You have to be honest with your significant other. You have to. It is so important. It's the thread that builds a strong trust in your relationship. And so if you don't have honesty, then you don't have trust, because if I can't trust you to be honest with me, then it doesn't build up my belief in what you're actually saying.
Right.
So, it's very important to be honest. I mean, if you say you're going somewhere and you're going to go and, check in with your spouse just to build that security. And that leads us to number 2.
That's good. Number 2, we're going to be talking about building safety. And I think it's important in a marriage that you are constantly giving affirmation. Anytime my wife goes out and she gets her nails done, she's looking to see if I noticed.
That's right.
Which is very important. When she comes in, when I come in the house and her hair is done, she's looking for me to say, hey, baby, you look gorgeous.
That's right.
That affirmation is important. And also, it's also important to not bash or to not beat up when somebody makes a mistake, when somebody fails or at something. It's important to me for us to just encourage each other in the relationship.
So number 3 is count up the cost. What do you have to lose? You understand? Before you get into that situation where you feel like that you're going to step out on your spouse, or if it's a heated situation, you got to start thinking about your children, if you have children, or your who's going to be affected by your decision. Even if you don't have kids, the pain and the repercussions of that letdown. And sometimes in certain situations, that trust, once it's damaged, depending on how deep the damage is, can't be rebuilt.
I think that's good. And of course, I'm pretty sure both of us have, but I have had the opportunity to step out on my wife. I have a woman hit on me all the time. I always ask myself, what do I have to lose?
Yes.
And to me, that's everything. I could possibly lose my marriage. I can possibly lose being in the same house with my 4 children. I have so much to lose. So anytime you're about to do something that you regret, just sit there and think about, what do I have to lose?
Right.
Which is very important. Number 4, we're going to be talking about guarding your moves. Critical.
Yeah.
You have to use wisdom.
Yeah.
You have to guard your moves. Certain places you should not go. Even if you're in situations where you're at work, you got to be careful about developing certain relationships with the opposite sex. You should know, or you should have some type of inclination if somebody is attracted to you,
and don't ignore the signs.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
Sometimes men, we act like we don't know what's going on.
Yes.
So we have to be intentional as it relates to you being a man, and not ignoring the signs when somebody is attracted to you. So I think you gotta guard your moves.
I want to add to that, even if it's like a certain route or a certain direction, like if you walk this certain route through your job, that this specific person is going to be there every day. Sometimes you got to switch up your routine. Maybe you will have to go a different route, or what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe you have to avoid those certain locations that the person of interest is, because you're guarding your moves. So you got to watch how you move. And just for an example, the situation, maybe your co-worker is always asking you, particularly, can you get their lunch or something like that. You have to be to the place, why are you always asking me? So just pay attention to the signs, and be very, very intentional about guarding yourself.
Good. That leaves us with number 5.
Number 5, fulfilling each other's needs mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. That is so important. You have to fulfill each other's needs. And how you truly fulfill one another's needs is you communicate what those needs are.
Important.
I can't read his mind. He can't read my mind. So I feel like that you release that pressure off of your spouse or your significant other, rather, when you just communicate to them, hey babe, this is what I want. You know what I'm saying? This is what I need. This is what I desire.
And don't make the mistake in the marriage and thinking that your spouse should know everything. You know, we're not mind readers. We don't know your every thought. So you communicating to your spouse, hey, I need this need fulfilled. I need you to do a better job at this. It's important for the relationship and the marriage to work, whether it be spiritually, whether it be emotionally, especially for women. I think we are attracted as it relates to the look, the touch, but when it comes to women, you have to be essential as it relates to fulfilling their emotional needs.
Definitely. I think that's hugely important, and it's also compromise wrapped around in that, because some needs can and will be met, and then some needs you have to meet in the middle on, where if the other person is uncomfortable with what that person is asking for, you know, true love covers and understands, and so you're not going to put that person in a position where they feel completely uncomfortable with something that you may be asking.
I think that's good. You have to give your spouse time to grow, room to grow.
That's good.
To get better at what it is you need in the relationship.
And be willing to learn. I think that marriage is similar to your walk with God. Like, it's a process. You know, you don't just wake up knowing everything about a person, and you're evolving as you get older and as you grow together. So you have to be willing to learn, you have to be willing to change, and you have to be willing to make the adjustments as you grow in time.
Good. And you have to be willing to grow.
Yes.
Whatever you do not get stuck in your marriage.
Yes.
Be willing to grow.
Keep it exciting. Keep it exciting.
Definitely. Well, thank you for joining us
Thanks,
in this
guys.
episode of Unbreakable Spirits. And yeah, hey, whatever you do, don't break. If you have not got our book yet, please go get it. Unbreakable Spirits book, but you can go to unbreakable-spirits-book.com. Once again, unbreakable-spirits-book.com, and go grab that book. If you're not following us on social media, check us out on FB, Unbreakable
FB,
Spirits.
Yes, Facebook. We're on YouTube. And you can find us on unbreakable-spirits-book.com. So we look forward to seeing you guys soon. Look for the next episode with Unbreakable Spirits with the Rivers.
God bless you. Peace.
Love you guys.